right.
Wait, what? Oh, liked by. Got it.
307. My shout out is still there.
Is it?
I was doing like a test shout out for you.
Oh,
Bum, 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 bum.
wait, I am in the right. Yeah, this is your chat. I'm not seeing anything in chat yet. I'm also not seeing that you're live yet.
Really? I'm live.
I'm refreshing the page. It was still showing that you were hosting. Oh,
Hi guys. Hi Mello. Hi Sarah. Hi Kisses.
don't
Note
mind me.
again. How are you guys today? Oh, I need to start the music.
Hello, everyone.
Um, Let me know if the music is too loud or if it stops like as we're going. Hi Jen, how are you? Howdy. Can you hear the music?
I hear it.
Notification gang? What does that mean?
Those that joined because of the notification that you went live.
Oh, gotcha. Hi Liberator. Tell her I said hi. I'm trying to hunt down quarters so I can do my laundry. Aw, I hope we can find some. Hi Blaze. It's so
Oh,
annoying
Blaze.
having
I was
to
like, I'm right
find
here.
them. What?
When you said Blaze, it sounded a little like Plains to me, and I was like,
Oh.
I'm right here.
How are you guys doing today? We're just waiting for some people to get in before we start. Let's give it a couple more minutes. How's your Sunday going? I need alcohol for this. Isn't it a little too early? Well, I guess it's 6. Hello Kitty glasses. Okay, I'll wear them for a little while before the podcast starts. I'm using my Fortnite mug. Like and fetch. Redeem my mug. I'm sorry, I don't have the bubbles with me. I have to go get them. Another
Y'all,
day, Tim. Another day.
y'all coming in hot.
I know. Jeez. Don't be angry.
Sheesh.
I'm sorry. It's just bad timing. You always try to redeem it during like events.
Okay. Oop.
Let's see.
How is everybody? I don't know why I said it like that.
Hi, Colette. How are you guys?
I'll give you your points back for right now, Tim. You don't get what you want right now.
Ooh.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm more
Oh
angry
wait.
about not getting the bubbles redeemed or that I have to see you play in his face. Aw.
Oh, from 17 hours ago? Man, come on. That was so long ago.
Yeah, it is hot. Hold on, I'm gonna turn on my AC. It says it's 71, but
Hopefully you're
oh
more
no.
upset about seeing my face, Tim.
Oh my gosh, it's taking forever for my AC to cool down.
Cooking over there a little bit?
Yeah, it's hot. Okay, I guess we could get started. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me move this. It's too uncomfortable to wear the glasses. Sorry that it wasn't for very long. Okay, you guys. Hi. It's Liz and Plans here. Here to do another CounterCharm podcast.
Episode 4.
Yes, episode 4. But today we are doing an episode on Twitch artists. Hi Malik, we are live. Over the last couple months, we've gotten to know like some really great people in the artist community on Twitch. Made some really good friends, and both like Plains and I have been inspired by them. We hadn't done art in forever, and just being encouraged by them, and just like seeing them always posting their art and encouraging other people to post their art, like kind of motivated us to get back into drawing and art and just being interested. And yeah, like we got sketchbooks and started drawing again, and it's just been fun to join all that. So we definitely admire the Twitch artist community for inspiring us for that, and we wanted to get to know them a little bit better. So we are doing the episode so that way we can interview them and get to know everyone better and learn more about like how art affected their lives, and how being on Twitch helped their art and everything. So yeah,
Definitely. Yeah. I've had some amazing experiences meeting new artists here, and we just wanted to give them the shout out and exposure that they deserve, because there's some really great people out there inspiring more people to do more artistic things that some of us just kind of like bury down and decide that we might not be good enough to do it, but in reality you just need the right push.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, today we are going to start with Just Harista. So in 5 minutes we'll start with her. Hi Parchukio. Hi Matt. Hi Shantizi.
You want to mention your did you already mention the giveaway?
Oh yeah, at the end of the at the end of the podcast, maybe like the last 10-20 minutes, we will be doing a $50 Amazon gift card giveaway. So the longer you guys stay, you will be able to accrue more points, but you can just do
I'm just gonna take care of that now.
You could do enter an giveaway to find out more details about it. Oh, there you go.
That's just rude, Parchukio.
Yes, we wanted to prepare in advance for comments about his hair.
I didn't see the chill at the very end of the command. That's amazing. This reminds me of Keezus being like, relax.
Sarah, thank you so much for the host. I thought I turned my alerts off. I guess I didn't.
Those alerts be tricky.
Okay.
For that host, thank you.
Okay, there we go.
Thank you, NEC.
Yes, and yeah, the giveaway is sponsored by NEC. They are the gaming team that I'm a part of, and like if you go on my Twitch info, I have a banner, and you can click on that banner to join their Discord. It's like a growing gaming community that is looking for new members, and they're really great. So I also have an NEC command, but
it is actually extra funny that he used the enter command like 6 times, and it was like, you got 1 ticket. Enjoy.
Yeah, that's how it works. Hi Ace. Hi Seaweed. But yeah, definitely check out NEC. They're really great, and they are the ones who sponsored the giveaway, so we have them to thank. But everyone,
Yes,
don't forget enter. Okay. Okay. NEC makes giant displays. What? How's everyone doing today?
There we go. Yeah, actually,
awesome.
That's actually true. I forgot that NEC was a brand, like an actual tech brand. There's AOC as well, but is there such a thing? Honestly, can you have too much coffee?
I'm at work, so I'll be barely talking. Okay.
No worries.
Yeah, we'll have to draw some more stuff and keep sharing them. I don't know. I think I might start doing some art on Twitch and maybe start doing some art streams, but we will see.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You know, we'd all be down to see that. Seen some of the things that you posted in like your Discord and artists that will be featuring today's Discord.
Yeah.
And Liz has definitely been putting together some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, thank you. I did my own Fall Guys Sailor Moon character.
Which was awesome. I did ask that. I did. I mean, maybe, but I can drink coffee all day long. I'm back to back on caffeine right now. Went from coffee to some energy stuff to more energy stuff.
Okay. Let's see.
All right. You said first up is
so first
Harista?
up we have Harista, and let me see, I'll get the link from your. So everyone check out Harista. Oh, I meant to do a shout out. So we'll be starting with her, and she should be entering in any minute now. There we go.
Wow, the timing of that was impeccable.
I know, it worked out.
Well done.
Hi.
Hi.
So,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing great.
Doing well, thanks. Welcome to CounterCharm.
Yes, welcome to our podcast.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So much for being our guest. How are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
We're doing well. We're happy to have you guys join. I posted your Twitch info in the chat. But yeah, so please tell us about yourself and what kind of art you do.
Thank you. So my name is Jen. I go by Harista online, and the type of art that I do, I first started out with illustration and kind of honed in on branding and design. So I've been in the design industry for over 10 years now. My last role was an art director for Disney World. I'm actually in Orlando, Florida. So with them, I did various types of things, from illustration to web design to creating apps. So I also managed a small group of designers as well. So I love being able to like kind of provide those designers and artists a platform where they can create, actually have their creative muscles kind of like, they can flex their own creative muscles, if you will, then.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you so much for providing this platform as well. This is an awesome cause.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, we just want to get to know you guys and oh my gosh, sorry. Hey, thank you so much for the gifted subs. Sorry about that. Do you have any pieces you'd like to show us?
Not currently, but I am actually also new to streaming. I've only been streaming for about a month, but I do plan on initiating art sessions, like you had just mentioned a few minutes ago. So I'm actually curious and would love to join that as well.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be
Very cool.
great. Do you want to show you? I know you have that Instagram with some of your art. Would you like us to, or would you like to show us that?
If you guys want to stream that, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Actually, maybe let me see.
I would say you could pull it up in the browser real quick, probably.
Yeah. Are you able to do that, please?
Or,
That way I don't
yeah,
mess up my
yeah,
setup.
yeah, certainly. Let me see if I can grab that real quick, like.
Okay. What is the Instagram link?
Same as your.
Nest Co. So that's JENEST and then CO. So that's actually my design business. I do a little bit of freelance as a side gig as well.
Okay, okay. Just a second here. I should be able to share this. Okay. That should be live now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I appreciate you pulling that up for me.
Yeah,
So with my portfolio, like it kind of shows a little bit of everything, kind of a wide range of um, illustration to branding, a little bit of typography, product design. I'm almost up to the multimedia design level, I guess, in a sense that I don't have video there. But yeah, I do a little bit of illustration. I do iconography. So yeah, like obviously you can see there are different types of products, different types of branding and design.
Yeah, this is very cool. Almost appears to be a little bit minimalistic as well. Is
Absolutely.
that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. I always like to go by with less is more, and use what you have, and do what you can with what you have. So um, sometimes it's more impactful as far as a brand when it's something that's simple, not too overly complex or abstract. Where it may, those types of designs may work in some aspect, but I definitely like the minimalistic approach.
Sure. Yeah. No, this is
Yeah.
very cool. And I apologize, you probably already mentioned this, but how long have you been doing this for?
For over 10 years.
Over 10 years. Wow. Wow.
Hmm.
Wow, that's so
Right
beautiful.
on.
Yeah, I was looking through your Instagram. I love a lot of your stuff.
Thank you.
I love the minimalistic look as well. What
Thank you so much.
inspired you to get into design and art?
Actually, I started actually illustrating Sailor Moon. Um, so waking
Okay.
up at 6 in the morning, getting ready for school and everything, Sailor Moon would be on. When I get home, we turn on Toonami, and
Okay.
that's I actually remember grabbing pieces of paper and tracing Sailor Moon over the TV. So I just loved illustrating, and it kind of like expanded from there, and used that skill set to hone in on branding and design.
That's so awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is very cool.
Yeah, I
Thank
loved Sailor
you.
Moon as a kid. I used to do that with Pokemon, just like copy all the different Pokemon while they're on the TV screen.
Yeah, right. Like before, I mean, like we were kids, so we didn't have access to like legit, like professional grade tracing, like lights and everything. So that was our way to be able to just kind of like, that looks cute, let me trace that, and then you'll learn how to illustrate from there. It kind of snowballed from there, from having like inspiration from other artists, amazing artists. Your future guests here are like so amazing. They're great illustrators. So
Yes. What is your favorite piece? What was like a piece of art that you've made that's like your favorite that you're just really, really proud of?
It's hard to say because I love all the clients that I had, and um, I guess I can generalize it by saying I love the part of process when initiating brands for designers or for entrepreneurs as well, because you create the visuals for their first impression as a brand, as a business, as a company. or an individual clientele. So whatever that visual is, you get to be a part of that initial process. So I think that's the most rewarding thing about my job, and that's why I love it.
Where do you find your inspiration?
Inspiration would be with other artists. They inspire me. Their different techniques, their process as well. All of the artists and illustrators different types of research and development. So like the research prior to actually getting on the canvas or starting that new sketch, their ideation process. That's I think that's the most inspiring part.
Oh, that's so great to hear. Do you ever get like artistic block? And
oh yeah, definitely. And it's funny too because like we're most creative kind of after midnight, like when it's 3 a.m. and so it's hard to try to carve out that time when you have a 9 to 5. So definitely those artist blogs do exist and they happen every once in a while.
What do you do to try to get past it?
You know, one thing that would work is to just force yourself to do it. The more practice, the better. But it's also healthy to kind of step back and realize that you do need a break, and that sometimes those ideas would just pop up. And when you do, make sure you write them down.
Nice.
Sure.
Do you plan on using Twitch to do you plan on doing art streams in the future or anything like that? Or are you just doing
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes, awesome. Definitely. I would love to. I would actually be curious. I need to research to see if there's any other designers, Twitch designers and illustrators that kind of go through the ideation process before actually starting a project. So I'd love to do a Twitch stream where I can start a logo from finish to end, as well as a whole brand identity pack. So that would be really interesting.
Nice. I look forward to seeing stuff like that. Let's see. Are there any certain skills that you want to work on or acquire for the future, or like do you kind of are you pretty happy with like the designs that you're currently doing, or like are there skills that you want to start applying to your art?
There's always so much more to learn. I would love to get into animation. That's something that is amazing with social media and with the current platforms that we have. Animation and video is what catches the most engagement. So having that marketing background definitely kind of helped, open up different types of doors in media and creative industry. So animation is definitely where I would go next to learn.
Nice.
Animation's a really cool area to tap into. I've seen some really, really neat stuff that way.
Definitely. Like the loop animations especially, those are the most interesting.
Do you feel like the art field's like very competitive? Like would you if people were interested in like pursuing art as a career, would you recommend they do that, or do you think it is really hard to succeed in that kind of field?
It really depends. And I would say if it's a passion, it's definitely something that is invaluable, and I think you should pursue it because it's what truly makes you happy. And as far as getting a position or a role in that industry, there's a wide range of company sizes and levels. You can always start with being an intern, practice under an art director or a design lead. And or after that, there's also startups. There's also companies or corporations that are over 500 employees. So there's different types of sizes and companies that you can actually go through. And yes, absolutely, you're correct. Like the design industry and the creative industry is pretty competitive, but I think showing your uniqueness and your approach and how you sell yourself makes a difference. But definitely go for what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have any role model or artists that you really look up to?
There's so many. Right now, as far as branding, Chris Do is actually really good to listen to. And he actually has the Future podcast as well.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as far as who I go to, as far as marketing tips, things like that, brand and design, illustration,
Mm-hmm.
I go to him because he has those types of executions and solutions and executions on what you can do as a designer.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Right.
so he has that podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is the name of it? I'll type it out in chat.
So his name is Chris Doe,
Mm-hmm.
and it's called The Future without an E.
The Future.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Awesome. That's great.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris
Um,
Doe, The Future. All right.
let's see.
I'll have to check that out. As a quick mention, Liz, it looks like Discord is being a resource hog, and so when I stream it and you view it, it actually bogs down the entire. I think you were dropping frames because everybody was losing sync to audio and everything. So.
Oh, because I was watching a stream.
Yeah, because you're streaming while watching me stream in Discord.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Next time, then I'll just pull it up myself. Let's see. I'm sorry.
Okay.
What time is it? Okay. What projects are you currently working on right now?
Right now, I'm actually working on an ebook for a client. It's a pretty long process. It's over 100 pages, a lot of text, and they're requesting a lot of images. So, and on that, trying to build my new stream stream business, I guess, with Twitch, and hopefully I'll be initiating art sessions there to share that with the community.
So, are you doing all the writing for the ebook as well, or are you just only doing the illustrations?
Yeah, just the design, illustrations.
Mm-hmm. Nice, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then you started streaming when? It was just pretty recently, right?
About a month ago.
Yeah, that's really exciting. I hope. Yeah, I mean, there's so many other artists on Twitch, so I hope you could meet them, join communities, and you guys can all help each other. But it'll be
definitely
fun to see you doing art streams. What kind of writing or art tools do you use for drawing? Like, do you use an iPad or what kind of drawing tablets do you use?
I do. So I have one of the currently I do use my iPad with Procreate. And before I actually used to own a 6x11 Wacom tablet, and that still actually works surprisingly with my cats chewed on the stylus itself. So I still have it. It still works. I haven't parted with it or anything. But currently, just for portability, iPad, Procreate, and then your Apple Pencil.
Nice.
Apple Pencil is actually really, really solid. I just recently got an iPad Pro with the pencil and everything, and the way that you can build things out in Procreate is actually really cool. It's very very fluid tool.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I've been seeing ads for Procreate on Instagram and stuff. Definitely seems like a cool app.
Yeah, it's one of the most popular. Yeah, exactly. Most popular, most versatile. Yeah.
How long does it normally take you to work on a project?
That varies. If it's something that's one of my favorite things to do, I'll do it really quick. If it's a little bit more challenging for me, that requires research, looking at inspiration pictures or images, then it might take a little bit longer. But either way, you let your client know, and then so that way you guys are on the same page. So either way, it works.
Okay.
Right
on. How do you feel with, or how do you deal with discouragement with art when you're overthinking or kind of comparing yourself or doubt? Do you ever get kind of burnt out?
There are times definitely when I've felt burnt out. At that point, you try not to compare yourself with others because you're unique of your own, your own style, your own approach. You as an individual is always going to be unique from another artist, another designer. As far as burnout, that's definitely real. That's at that point time to kind of step back and take a break, and then kind of let yourself miss being in that flow in the middle of illustration or design, and you at that point, will not be able to wait to come back. So that break is definitely essential.
Yeah.
That's a very good way to think about that. Like, you don't realize how much you miss something until you're not doing it, and so therefore having that kind of disconnect long enough to make yourself go, oh, I want to get back into this again. I like that. That's a really good way to look at it.
Yeah, breaks
Definitely.
are important. We did our last episode was on Twitch burnout. But yeah, I could see the same going for art, and it seems like just taking a break would be a good option. um, let's see. Do you have any other advice for like starting out artists?
A lot of practice and consistency. I know that like a lot of people like to grind on that, but it's very true. Like consistency is what makes you um, comfortable with yourself, um, and that applies with anything like your messaging, your brand, your visuals, practicing on illustration and design. Um, you know, when I started out illustrating, I would always draw the same exact thing over and over and over again until I'm satisfied with it and that it looks decent to me. And you can always keep going and learning. So um, never stop learning, I guess, and stay consistent with what you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely good advice. Let's see, we have a couple more minutes. So we shared your, let's see, I'll go ahead and type it out, but your design Instagram again, what was that?
That's Janest Co.
I can actually post that
And
one in chat real quick, Liz.
Okay, thank you. And do you have any, what was your website? We could go ahead and share that as well.
sure, it's janest.co.
Making it easy. I like that you've got that kind of lined up in a way that it's all connected.
Yeah,
any...
definitely.
Yeah, right.
You added an extra E in there.
Oh, sorry. There we go.
Is that working?
Do you have any other links that you'd like us to share?
Sure, just I guess visit my new Twitch channel, and that's Hrista, Hrista, and all of my associated links are in the about section as well. But I really appreciate you guys providing a platform for me to be able to kind of speak as a new Twitch streamer as well as a designer. So thank you so much.
Yes, of
Absolutely.
course. Do you take commissions for anything? Are you going to be doing like artwork that you or emotes or anything like that?
That's going to be new to me as well. So as far as that, I had mentioned earlier, is something of a challenge. I definitely need to practice on creating emotes because that's, a new design or creative realm that I'd like to get comfortable in. So as far as open commissions, absolutely. If you have any logo ideas or anything like that, feel free to DM me and I'll give you a 30-minute consultation and we can talk about what you'd like.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
Is there anything
That's really great.
else that you want to share about yourself?
That's it. Thank you so much, guys.
Sure.
Of course.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
Yes,
Thanks for making the time to be here today.
A wonderful weekend. Yeah, thank you.
Have a great weekend as well. Thank you for being here. Bye.
Nice to meet you. Catch you next time.
See ya.
Okay, we're gonna have, I believe, C Night art next.
Yes. We should be having C Night art. Whenever, if you're in chat, whenever you want to hop in, if you are there, please feel free to do so.
Where my night's at? Where's the night at? Let me message him. Nights.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Hello there.
Yo, what's good?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Not bad. How are you guys?
We're good. Shoot, okay. Let's see. Man, I wanted you.
And sorry
to
again. I don't have a I don't have a webcam yet for this computer. It's newly built, so like I don't have a webcam yet.
Oh yeah, no worries. No, there's no obligation to be on video, so we
Okay.
got your
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah, you don't
All right,
have to
good.
be on video. I did want to have you share your screens, that way you can show some of your art, but
Oh, shoot, you did? Oh, dang. Oh, dang, my fault.
oh no, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just earlier we had someone share her screen Plain shared
I
his
had shared
screen.
my screen while putting up her art, but unfortunately her or the Discord is just a resource hog, and so it started dropping frames on Liz's end, and people in chat were noticing that audio and video were off sync. So
okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's easier, but I mean, I guess I'm cool with like if y'all just wanted to bring up like my Instagram or something, that's fine.
Yeah, let me go ahead and get that set up.
If that's easy.
Yeah, and since there's no video, since we don't need to worry about the video up on screen there, you can just I can disappear for a minute, Liz. I don't mind.
I think you're fine. Let me go ahead.
Thank you guys again for doing this. It's dope.
Absolutely.
Yes, of course.
Caught a few of your streams on some various occasions, and you make some very, very awesome artwork. My guy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
absolutely.
Oh, what am I doing?
Hey, that actually looks better than that. Cool, that worked. Thank you, Fluffy, for throwing out the artist command.
There we go.
In case we didn't mention it, that artist command does show everybody that is currently in the that is currently being featured in the podcast today. So feel free to check out their Twitch channels and give them a follow if you like what you see.
Okay, I went ahead and I brought up your IG on the screen.
Dope. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and tell us about yourself and the kind of art you do.
What's up, everyone? My name is Cameron. I go by C-Night Art on pretty much all of my social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, my Facebook page, my website. My website has S at the end, so it's C-Night Arts because I couldn't get C-Night Art. Somebody took it. But yeah, man, I'm just a freelance illustrator, artist, part-time comic book creator when I have time. Out of South Florida. So yeah, I've been doing this full time for about 4 years now, going on 4 years.
Nice. Yeah, you have that comic book. You're working on the second issue right now?
Yeah. Long overdue, but trying to get it done.
How long you been at it for?
The comic, that comic in particular, man, I would say starting wise, I mean, it's like probably like going on 2 years old, but I put out the first part, like I put out the first like chapter in 2 parts because it just my schedule was insane, and I just wasn't used to balancing all of that together. So after I finished the second part, I just like combined them and just released it as one chapter. So that was probably about like a year and a half ago. So I'm like happy to finally be able to kind of get to chapter 2. It kind of just said, it's like there's never going to be a perfect time. So I just like, I just need to just work on it, kind of over time. So that's why I'm finally like getting back to it.
Nice. Yeah, that's exciting to have the second issue release. So yeah, I know that you have the store where you sell your comic book and like some other things like posters and stuff like that. Yeah. Are you just doing this like as a side business, or do you want this to be like your career?
The website, or just like you talking about like art in general?
Art in general.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, I've been doing that's full time. I mean, I do commissions and selling merch and stuff like that full time. I just kind of added streaming to it, so like about like a month or so ago. So yeah.
Oh, so you only been on Twitch for about a month?
Yeah, like a month and a half, going on 2.
Wow. All right. Let's go, man.
Yeah, I was dragging my feet on. I really should have started this like a year plus ago, but like I have a laptop that I still use, but like it couldn't handle like OBS and trying to like, because I draw on an iPad, so I had to download something called Air Server to kind of like grab the screen from my iPad, go and tell it to go to my laptop so that way OBS could grab it.
Yeah.
And it couldn't handle all of that. It would just like, I could immediately hear the fan and it would just like close everything. So I was like, all right, I need a PC. So I got one built recently. I should have got it built a long time ago. Like I said, just dragging my feet, spending that money. So but yeah, I did it, and I was like, all right, let's learn how to stream. Let's do this. So, and it's been dope, man.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's been really cool, man. I really love like streaming. I really like, I love for the community, my fellow knights, of the art table.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like that. That's a good
yeah.
theme.
I mean, the chat came up with that, man. That's
For
the
real?
fam right there. They came up with all of that. Yeah, so shout out to them. I see a couple of them in the chat, so shout out to all of them.
That's great. I love that.
Thank you, Nettie, for that. Yeah. So how? Let me see. Like, have you been able to get like? Is it kind of like an advertisement for you being on Twitch now? Like, have you picked up on more sales and stuff and more commissions?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially like even with like the comic and other just like posters and stuff like that. I mean, for right now, I mean like for me, like I understand like Twitch is just like anything, like any other like kind of social media, and it takes time, consistency to like build any type of like audience. I mean, I was mainly on Instagram and Twitter, mainly Instagram.
Mhm.
So like I've had an Instagram for like 6 years. So like I kind of just understand that it's just a process as far as like building that audience, and little by little things grow and people recognize your art or either want to buy something or get something commissioned. So yeah, I'm kind of used to it.
Nice. Has it introduced you to a lot more artists and stuff, like being on Twitch?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, for me, like it's been more about like finding out artists that I already follow
Mhm.
and I already knew. It was like, oh shit, you got a Twitch, dope. Like, let me like let me go in there and like and check out your work. Because I just and really enjoy not only supporting but just being able to kind of see the process too. Especially for like certain artists I really look up to and I really like their style. So it's cool to be able to kind of get a peek behind the door in a sense. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
been
Okay.
pretty cool.
Right on.
Yeah, that's
Um,
awesome. So when did you get into art? What got you into it?
Oh man, you want the long story? It all began. No, no, man, I've been drawing since I was like 5, but or it's probably younger than that. But as far as like, I think my epiphany moment as a kid, like being like, oh, I want to be an artist, was I think I drew like a picture of Goofy, and I like showed it to my dad, and he's like, oh, you traced this, and he like really didn't believe that I drew it, and I don't know, I just liked his reaction. So and my older brother drew. He was really into. He went to like middle school for art, and all that stuff too. So I whatever he did, of course, I was just copying, being the younger brother, and we used to kind of just sit out and just draw or whatever. And I used to like steal his sketchbooks and like try to redraw what he drew and stuff like that. So like, and he kind of stopped drawing, but then I just kind of kept going with it. So yeah, so like that kind of led to me doing that. I guess wanting that to be the goal, and then I was working at a like a juvenile detention center. It's like a jail for kids, pretty much.
yeah.
like bad kids. And yeah, that was like my last job. And I, through Instagram and other social media platforms, I was able to kind of like build up an audience and build up a consistency as far as like commissions and freelance work was going. And one day I just woke up and I was like, yeah, I'm quitting my job. And then I just did that. I mean, I had a plan, but yeah, and I left, and so I've been doing this. Going on 4 years. So full
Nice.
time.
And you haven't looked back?
Nah, not at all.
That's
Nah,
good.
I'm good.
That's awesome. That's really
Yeah,
awesome.
thank you.
How long does it take you to normally finish one of these pieces?
It depends. Typically, my typical commission would be like people kind of know me for drawing a lot more like anime related or anime style type of drawings. So typically, people want me to like, oh, I don't know, draw me as Deku from My Hero Academia or something, or draw me as Batman, or I don't know, something like that, right? So,
Yeah.
typically something like that might take me like I don't know, like 4 to 6 hours, something like that. But I get distracted easily, so I'll be like on YouTube and I just be doing stuff. So sometimes it takes longer than other times.
Are you big into
Any,
anime yourself?
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm big. Yeah, yeah, I love anime. It's like 99% of like what I watch.
is it a little bit of your inspiration for a lot of these pieces as well,
Oh,
or is
for
there something?
sure. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Yeah. That's like that's what made me want to draw and made me want to create a comic and create stories, create characters that people could connect to. So, oh yeah, for sure. Definitely.
Excellent.
Do you guys watch anime?
Oh yeah, for
Yes.
sure.
Okay, that's what I figured. I mean, I'm looking at your icons. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah. She watches anime.
Yes.
Yeah, this community is actually pretty heavy with anime viewers.
Nice.
Oh,
We're everywhere now.
yeah.
Z Daily over here wants to know how you got 700 follows on Twitch in just a month and a half.
Such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say, like, I think the biggest thing, like, and like, I think it kind of applies to any platform. Consistency is key. Like, I just feel like if you're on there every single day, people are going to see you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like, I just kind of like, and yes, like it does help that like, yeah, I had another audience on like IG and even Twitter
Mhm.
to kind of be like, hey, I'm streaming. Hey, I'm streaming. You know, so eventually, IG doesn't always show people your posts, not all the time or whatever. Inconsistent timelines, but eventually some people might come on and be like, oh man, you have a Twitch. I didn't know. Cool. And then like, so just kind of doing that. And when I first started streaming that first month, and my chat could probably tell you, I think I streamed like every day. And I streamed really
Oh.
Wow.
long. Yeah, I stream like my average is usually like 8 to 10 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Because I
assuming
mean,
there's breaks in between and like,
like
extended periods
one,
for food or something.
yeah, like one break. They
Okay.
kind of like usually have to remind me to break.
All right. That's a good chat community right there. At least at
Yeah,
least
they
they're
be
thinking
showing
about your
love.
health.
Yeah, yeah, they be showing love for sure.
Is that
Yeah.
like how normally you'd be doing art anyways? Like,
Yeah,
just,
that's
yeah.
actually why I wanted to stream because I was like, I would be doing this regardless.
Hmm.
So I'm like,
Sure.
why not? Why not just kind of hang out with people while I'm doing it?
Yeah. Do you ever
Oh,
get
that's a
distracted?
I'm sorry.
Do you ever get distracted?
Sometimes I would
Yeah.
have to admit, like even when I'm streaming, it actually helps because I know people are there. So it's like I try not to like I don't have anything up. I'm usually just well, I'm known in my chat as the Lord of Vibes. I play a lot of music. So it's a lot of like just vibing, good vibes, and just positive energy, love, support, all that good stuff. So, yeah, a lot of just good music. So I can usually kind of just zone in and enjoy. And we'd be talking, cracking up, and stuff like that. So it actually helps me focus. Actually,
Nice. Malik wants to know what your favorite anime is.
oh, My Hero Academia, all day, all day.
Yeah. All right. All right.
Currently, like if he means in like in general, it's Samurai Champloo, but currently like
Good choice.
running is My Hero
I hear.
Academia. Yeah.
That's definitely a good one. Definitely a good one.
Nice. So how would you say art has positively affected your life? Um, Besides just being like a career?
Oh man, it's everything for me.
Yeah.
That was like my escape, from like just own emotions. Just everybody goes through down periods, has good days, bad days, and stuff like that. So it was always like a constant for me. I don't think at any time in my life that I like ever stop. So uh yeah, I don't know. It was just like always that thing that was there. Like I can like my own little world. I can just kind of get lost in. So
Hmm.
outside of it, it's a plus that it's my career now, and
Mhm.
and that comes with its pros and cons too. And oftentimes people are like, oh my god, you get to draw for a living, you're living the dream, and I'm like, yeah, I am. It's cool, like it's a plus for sure, but it comes with a lot of stuff too. So it's a lot of work. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a mentality that doesn't pick up very often. That you know folks should know that anything that you really like, you may be living the dream doing art, but you're putting a lot of work into it to make it happen, right? So it's not like
Oh,
it's
for
just something
sure.
that's just rolling into your
Oh, not
hands.
at all. Not at
You
all.
put,
Yeah.
I mean, Liz is
Pe-
scrolling through your Instagram here, and it's like I can tell that you've put time and effort into every piece that's in here, and it's all just beautiful, man.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, oftentimes people are always like, "Oh man, you have all the time in the world now. You can do what you want." And I'm like, "No, like no, not at all, man. Like I work, without a doubt, I work 10 times more than I did when I had a normal 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, I tell
Yeah.
people all the time that, like, oftentimes, like when you're working for yourself or, kind of like self-employed, like when you have a regular 9 to 5, like you work that 9 to 5, you go up, you do your 8 hours or 7 hours or whatever, and you go home, and you don't have to really worry about your paycheck or any of that stuff. You're getting paid, so but when you work for yourself, all that's on you. You know what I'm saying? All of that entire like foundation, that whole infrastructure is all on you to make sure you're getting paid, your
Hmm.
taxes, health insurance, all these like different little things, and making sure your business is okay, growing your business, all that stuff. There's still a lot of things I'm still learning when it comes to just the business side of things. So it's a
Sure.
lot of work. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because with a 9 to 5, it's like you're guaranteed, but Otherwise, when you're working for yourself, you have to just always make sure you work. Otherwise, you don't get paid.
Yeah, for sure.
Colette wanted to know how you deal with artist block.
Oh man, the nemesis. I don't deal with artist block too bad. I probably deal with more so being a little bit more burnt out than actual like artist block. But I guess if I had to put that in the same boat, for me, oftentimes if I like kind of feel like things are not clicking, I usually kind of just take a moment to step away. Usually, like
Yeah.
take a couple hours or something and kind of do something I enjoy, whether that's I don't know, maybe going to work out or I don't know, play video games, it's kind of just kind of get away from that world or maybe watch anime, to kind of just kind of get kind of get fired up, at least for
Yeah.
me, like when I watch something that I'm really enjoying, it kind of like sparks all of that to kind of push through that artist block, if that makes any sense. Or like my faithful, and I preach it all the time, I love Pinterest. So like I usually am like I have so many boards and I just have a bunch of different artists that I look up to and I check out their work to get inspired and stuff like that. So yeah, it kind of like definitely helps me like push through.
Do you have like one particular artist or role model that you really
Ooh,
love?
oh man, a lot. But man, I have too many. But I'm actually, yeah, I guess to kind of just plug my hero again. I'm a big fan of Horikoshi's art, just like his art style. So um and it's not like in the sense of like emulating it. I just really, I don't know, like I really like just like his panels and the way he draws. But I mean, like, that's just like one small person. I mean, a lot of artists that a lot of artists I was influenced on like early on were like, if you're familiar with like Capcom and like Street
Mhm.
Fighter and those like artists from like that did a lot of the concept work and character design work from back in the day. Like that was like really big for me back when I was young.
Aw,
So yeah, it's different stuff like that.
nice. What are your career goals? Like, do you eventually like yeah, you have your comic book and stuff. Like, would you love to be anime? Like, work for
I mean, that'd be cool. I think that'd be a cool experience. I don't know if that'd be something like I feel like for me, like that'd be a lot. Like I wouldn't want to like take on anything I'm not comfortable with.
mhm.
Um, so like I would, I for me like right now it's just like all right, let me just like get good at doing the comic first, and then like I'll move on and maybe who knows like step into animation
Yeah.
and things like that or whatever because that's a whole nother world. But I mean if somebody approached me and wanted to work with me to do the to like ever do like my comic and make it an anime, that'd be sick, and I'd love to be a part of that process and learn.
Yeah, that'd totally be awesome. Your art is pretty amazing.
Thank you, I
That
appreciate it. Thank you.
yeah, that would be a really cool thing to see unfold for sure. Like
Yeah.
going from graphic novel comic,
Mhm.
whichever to live action.
Yeah, and it's cool too because like different platforms now are looking more and more toward different types of anime like Webtoon getting a couple different animes now. So like it's I don't know I think it's pretty cool to kind of see that them branching out to other like I guess platforms to produce work to produce different shows.
Yeah. Well, I went ahead and I shared your Instagram. Would you like to put your link to your website in chat?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, go ahead and
Yeah,
share all your social medias and websites and stuff like that. Um, and you currently take commissions, right? For like scenes and stuff. Do you do emotes as well?
I haven't tapped into emotes like as far as like offering it.
Hmm.
I can't do them because I've done them for myself, but not like as far as like part of any commissions yet. It probably will be something I'll add very soon though. But
Hmm.
because I've done a couple for myself, but I want to experiment just a little bit more to kind of get a better grasp of them. But as far as any like commissions and things like that, I can be reached at like I said, C9 Art for every social media platform,
Okay.
except like I said, except my website or whatever. But if, yeah, I can also be emailed at cnightart@gmail.com as well. So
Okay, awesome. Is there anything else that you want to share about yourself?
no, I just want to say thank you guys again for having me on, man. This was really dope. I really think it's cool what you guys are doing for the artist community.
absolutely.
Yeah, thank you
Oh,
so much
thanks
for
for being
being
here.
here. Yeah, we
Yeah,
really
no problem.
appreciate it. for you taking the time to talk to us. But yeah, welcome to the Twitch community. We're happy that you joined.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, we have a great.
Looking forward to seeing more of what you got.
Weekend.
Oh, most definitely. Thank you. All right.
All
You guys
right.
have a good one.
You too.
You too.
Thank you.
Catch you next time.
Bye.
All right.
I'm sorting out my my webcam problem, but don't mind me. I'm still here.
Oh my gosh, Kimchi and Piglet, thank you guys so much for the gifted subs. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt, but thank you guys. I really appreciate it.
Holy smokes! Level 5 hype train at 163%. Let's go.
You guys are awesome. No, you didn't miss them. Oh, Nezuko, thank you. Plains, thank you for the bits.
You're welcome.
Up next, we are going to have let's see, Shantizi. Are you in chat? You could go ahead and the voice call.
Whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Kimchi. Thank you,
My goodness. Okay.
I don't know why that came. Tito! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Our Lord C-Night has graced the stream. You all have been blessed. We have been blessed. Tito, thank you.
Thank you, C-Night. Okay, let's see if this is going to work now. I'm back. Yeah, there we go.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure
camera
if you
being stupid.
knew what had happened, but yeah, you just kind of disappeared. Yay, there she is.
Welcome, Shantizi.
Hi.
If you can see me, hold on.
Okay. Yay.
Am I there?
Yes.
Hi,
yes.
everyone. Thank you so much for me, Liz and Plains, and everyone in chat. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
Yeah, we're so happy to have you
Absolutely
here.
welcome.
Sorry, I need to wake up my iPad.
Okay, here we go.
How are you doing today?
I am good. It's already 7 p.m. by me, so my day is pretty much over.
Did you have a good day?
Yeah, did you have a good day?
I did. I honestly just stayed home and took a nap.
No, nice. A relaxing Sunday. So go ahead and tell us about yourself and the kind of art you do.
So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Chantilly. I am Shantizi on Twitch. I am, a regular Puerto Rican, almost 25-year-old woman from the Bronx. I do sketch other than, also streaming, which I do think is a creative outlet in itself. I don't live sketch, however, but I do use my Twitch channel to kind of, sprinkle in a little bit of freestyles or maybe spoken words that I write, in my spare time.
Yes, and you're gonna have to share some of that with us.
I am. I'm gonna have to let you all listen to the bars, as I say.
Yes. I'll go ahead and pull up your Instagram. That way we can show some of your.
If you'd like to look at my Instagram with my sketches, it's at Sketchy Shan.
Sketchy.
I was trying to look for my sketch here or podcast started.
Sketchy Shant.
Mm-hmm.
Can you spell that for me, please, or put it in the chat?
Yes. Yeah, I can type it in.
Okay. Volume her up. Okay, sorry.
Oh. For me or for her, Nettie? Because if that's if we're talking about Shantizi, then Liz will need to do that.
Okay, let me know if you guys hear her better.
Can you all hear me? Okay, thank you for letting me post that link in the chat, Liz.
Yeah, of course. I spell it wrong. Instagram.com.
Yeah, we should definitely. I didn't even think about how y'all probably have Instagrams.
Oh, it says it's not.
But it's because I'm not an artist.
It says the link isn't working.
Let me try it.
Okay. If it doesn't, it's okay. Oh, that's my fault. It's because I'm sorry, I wrote it wrong.
Oh.
Sorry.
All good. No worries at
You're
all.
fine. 200%.
There we go now.
Sketchy dot chant. Got it. Cool. All right.
Let's go ahead and pull that up.
Thank you, Daddy. While Liz is
Okay.
pulling that up, what kind of art do you do, and what kind of got you into it?
So in terms of sketching, I mean, I again don't really sketch as much as I, write poetry, write spoken words,
Okay.
keep note of little random freestyles that come to mind. But in terms of sketching, I use anime as most of my inspiration, or honestly, how I'm feeling that day, and try to translate that into some sort of drawing that kind of captivates how I'm feeling for that day as a whole. And again, like I just stated, I also do spoken words. I kind of rap. I kind of write or do poetry.
So
Okay.
do you want to go ahead and share one of your bars with us?
Yeah. Yeah, so I'll share probably the piece that I'm the most proud of.
Okay.
It was, not to get too personal, but it is basically, let's say you are the subject of this poem and you are, confused about how you feel about someone, and you like someone who was just in the same boat as you. The only difference is that you feel kind of safe with this person, and even through all of the mess and confusion that there may be, you kind of still again feel safe with them. So this is called Ode to Michelle from Vin, kind of a spin on Fast and the Furious. And just before I start, thanks so much for giving me the opportunity to say this and recite this.
Yeah, of course.
Certainly.
So I hoped that maybe we would fall for each other in this autumn weather together, but maybe I should just continue to pretend that your scent doesn't linger on my passenger seat. Hazard lights on because I have to signal myself to prepare for that sort of crash to my self-esteem. I never felt the need to wear a seatbelt as I sat in your passenger seat. I just always trusted you would make me feel at home at the end of the night. But I should have known from the way your tires would squeak that even if we sat in the same car, we were never driving along the same street. You were always afraid to cross intersections with me, scared of what pedestrians may think. I could hear the honk of your uncertainty and watch your foot grasp the brake in case we had to stop when you thought things were getting too speedy. We weren't in the same set of thinking. You drove so cautiously with me in your passenger seat, but with you in mine, I drove as if I was finally breathing. Switching lanes, I didn't even care about speeding fast. As a matter of fact, I drove as if I were Vin Diesel alongside Michelle Rodriguez, and now I'm furious. I drove as if I were to leave streaks of I'm unsure if I could ever give you the key to me behind us on the road. You'd make me parallel park no matter where we were and make me unlock. And I mean, with all of the uncertainty you drove with when it came to me. What's funny is that I was so certain about you when you sat in my passenger seat. I mean, I don't even have a license.
Oh,
so that's the first, that's like probably the piece that I'm the proudest of.
Oh my gosh.
That's lit.
Thank you.
It's very beautiful.
Thank you so much. And with anything that I do with streaming, whether it's sketching, freestyling, these doo-doo bars as I call them, because honestly they're just random stuff that comes to mind. No matter what I do, I'm always gonna write. I think, no matter what, it's always gonna be something that I can use to reflect on me internally, and to give myself a voice. And if that relates to anyone else, then that's just an added bonus. What I do. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, what was that?
It's just the added bonus of what I do, or one of my passions at least.
Yeah, I like to write poetry too, and it's like just nice to be able to connect with other people when they feel the same way about a lot of things. Have you ever gone to like one of those but like open mic, or what is like spoken word nights or whatever, like those places where
before the coronavirus or our quarantine started, that was something that I did regularly. And at least I don't live in the Bronx anymore, but growing up, and I began writing, or people would pass notes in class, I would pass my friends random spin-offs of just like random songs that I would try that already exist rather, and I would just try to put my own spin-off on them. That would be like my version of passing notes in class, and that started in middle school, and then going into my college years and struggling with my own mental health, and I was still writing, but I wasn't listening to myself, if that makes sense. Honestly, I hit rock bottom maybe my junior year of college, and it wasn't until I had this random I think I came across a flyer one day of an open mic around my neighborhood. And it wasn't until I went to that open mic, a few friends came along to show support and to show love, that I, not to sound sappy or anything, but something in me truly awakened. And I felt like I was hearing myself for the first time. So that's why, with other people that I may come across who create as well, if I have a connection with them, I'm going to help them, try to grow too, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
definitely.
Do you like post them on YouTube or anything, like these bars?
No, not yet.
You should. Or on TikTok. But I think TikTok's
started sprinkling them a little bit on my Twitch channel. Like I made like a small collection. Again, it's sprinkled in there, so there's not too many. And I just also did start streaming much more regularly 2 months ago. But other than Twitch and then my personal Instagram, I try to sprinkle them in there for now.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure if it's a comfort zone thing. Maybe I'm still trying to pop that bubble of uncomfortability, but slowly it's leaking out there, into my channel and Instagram.
That's awesome, though. You're very talented.
Thank you. And it's just, I think, using Twitch at least, and even Instagram, you can really meet people who you can kind of build something collectively. You can create a project collectively. For me, for example, let's say I'm writing, poetry, and then someone produces the beat, then we can collaborate.
Yeah. Yeah, collaborations are pretty cool. I have like a poem that I want to get like drawn out because it'd be cool to see it visually. What would you say your inspirations are?
Who or just or what? I'm sorry.
Who or what? Just an inspiration. Yeah, like what inspires you for art and poetry.
I realized this earlier that I was fortunate enough to grow up with some creative family members. So whether that seeing my father when I was younger, paint these huge canvases, beautiful paintings, and he can paint anything by just looking at it. That's, I think, definitely something that I took away in terms of my sketching. But with poetry, and I'm sorry, just to backtrack real quick, I also had an uncle who would spray paint in his room, like on his walls, when I was living with him at the time, and that I was younger then too. But in terms of poetry, my sister used to write when she was in high school and I was in middle school. I think that kind of lit a bit of a fire. But as I got, older, I went to college, I was still writing, just on my phone and my notepad. But I do think, honestly, that my, I again, not to go back to it, but I did hit a rock bottom in my mental health, that I think that was the fuel that I needed, or that was something that I needed to feel to really open up, not to anyone else, but to myself, and really own up to who I am and realize that I have a voice that can be heard. And even if I find it difficult to go to friends and explain to them how I'm feeling internally, at least writing and starting to go to these open mics was a way that, in my creative way, in my way itself, was a form of me, letting all of that out. And again, as I stated, if someone else related to that, that was just an added bonus. And, honestly, just something that kept me going.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad that art was able to do that for you.
Excellent. Yeah.
And
oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, Liz, you go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna ask another question, but go ahead.
No, it's okay. I'm sorry, Liz, you go ahead. Sorry.
Good.
No, if you have anything more to add to that, you can.
Yeah, it's just good to collaborate with others while you're doing something you love, basically.
Yeah,
which is very good at bringing people together, even in this way right now. So thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, has like being on Twitch or the Twitch community kind of just motivated you to like do it even more, do the art more?
For sure. I mean, honestly, as a Twitch streamer, I don't know. Sometimes I wake up and think maybe it's because I'm new still, and I'm new to streaming and new to meeting everyone in different communities, that sometimes I can be in my head and ask if how am I coming across to other people, and this and that. But again, when I am on someone's channel or we're talking on Discord and whatnot, I am instantly reminded that it's okay to be myself in whatever way that may come on Twitch, whether that's streaming a video game, whether that's dropping a little freestyle that I can upload real quick on my channel, just to show myself in a different light too. I'm instantly reminded that it is okay to completely be yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Just like seeing you around the community and stuff, you've always come across really sweet and fun, and yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's awesome getting to know you better.
Yeah, I could be a little sappy.
That's okay though.
So for art, is it just like a hobby, or do you in the future ever want to make it like a side business or a career? What are your goals?
If anything, the outlet that I take the most serious besides streaming is writing. I don't know. My goal in life would be to, besides collaborating with other people, to, for example, create a spoken word EP, to create bars on beats. I don't say that I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that I rap, but to create a project like that with other people, that in itself is already one of my goals. But also taking it even bigger and realizing that when I grew up, there weren't enough places for you to go to showcase what you can do. For example, there weren't any places at all to do open mics when I was growing up, which is something I think I would have really taken a lot of value from and a lot of experience from. So, a bigger goal would be to possibly open up, a location like that for the youth in the Bronx. Maybe you want to do a podcast, maybe you want to record a song, your equipment will be there. But that's such a huge goal,
Yeah, but that's awesome.
It's one worth striving towards.
Yeah. Sure. That would be absolutely amazing.
So right now, starting small, trying to get out of my comfort zone and then seeing where it goes from there, seeing what, who I meet, what can happen.
Definitely.
Did you grow up listening to rap? Like, do you have rappers that you, in particular, that you really admire?
I grew up listening to listening to a lot of different music. I grew up listening to a lot of Spanish rap, a lot of Slick Rick the Ruler, which is like such a throwback rapper. I mean, Biggie, Tupac. My mom would listen to reggae all day, like especially on Sundays. So I listened to a lot of music. It was honestly probably my escape too. Growing up, I would be in my room and I would just listen to random music, and it would honestly be my escape. And that's also what led me towards this path now.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Do you have any skills that you want to work on or excel on in the future? For sketching, for example, do you want to start like doing like drawing on like tablets and stuff like that?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So I'm actually moving to a new apartment in October, and I already thought about maybe getting, I don't know if it's gonna start as small as I'm live and I'll have my sketchbook and just start sketching anything while I'm live, and while I'm chatting, or if maybe I want to take it a little bigger and have a easel in the back and just spend some time doing that too. It has been a thought actually that I've been thinking of or considering rather.
Okay.
And in terms of like poetry and spoken word too, I've been trying to think of ideas of how to bring the community together. That I'm not sure, use the equipment that I have right now, but maybe hosting like a freestyle battle on every other Friday for the community. That's just an idea that I had as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any projects or anything that you're working on right now?
Honestly, no, other than just, continuing to write as much as I can and uploading as much as I can, dropping it on the channel, maybe dropping it on Instagram. Right now, I'm trying to get a little more connected with producers who make beats so that it's okay for me to, upload these instrumentals on my channel. I've been lucky so far to know a few people who, I've gotten their approval, I've gotten their permission, and we've been working together. But, trying to build my connection and my network.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went ahead and I shared your Twitch, and I'll go ahead and post your Instagram too. Do you have any other links that you want to share?
No, I mean, other than Twitch and, that's pretty much where, the you'll see what I record, or even if you just want to chat with me.
Awesome.
Cool. For sure.
Yes, I need to catch you one of these times you're live. Is there anything else that you want to share with us?
No, but everything I said, thank you so much for listening. But I would like to, I guess, bring it full circle, because I think I said this earlier when we first started, that, streaming in itself is already a creative outlet. So, for some viewers here who stream as well, that is already in itself a creative outlet where you can create an atmosphere for your community whichever way you want. I mean, I think the limits are pretty much endless. So in a sense, we all here today are creative, artists. I believe that's my personal opinion.
I appreciate that. You're right. You're absolutely right. This is definitely a creative outlet medium for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, I love it.
The limits are endless. You can create, an atmosphere for your community that is engaging and in any way you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I never thought that I'd be doing a podcast, but here I am.
Here we are.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, we're so happy that you're able to join. We're happy to have you. Thank you so much for being a guest.
No, thank you so much. Happy Sunday. Yeah, thank you. Have a great day or great night. I'm sorry, the time zone difference.
We're West Coast, so it's still afternoon for us. But yeah. You have a great night.
Yeah, have a great night.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Lit.
Okay. Now we are going to have Fluffy, Matt, and Mello on. So you guys can go ahead and hop into the channel.
Fluffy, Mellow Marshmallow, and for Twitch, Ha Loser. Love you too, Nettie. Yeah. Whenever you guys are ready, feel free to join and
yeah. Hi, Brett
awkward
Taco.
segue.
Hi, Mizukyo. Hi, Liv Day. Hi, Lang Chow. Thank you so much, Shantizi. It was so nice having you. Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, how are you guys?
Good. How are
Good,
you?
Oh, Flame's voice. I'm good.
Yep, that's me.
Let me try to do this camera thing. If it doesn't work, I'll just turn it off.
Okay.
If it don't work, no big deal. Hey, there's there.
Does this work?
We're getting the reveal.
No,
we're getting the reveal.
We got it yesterday, plans.
I didn't.
What's
up, Matt?
Oh yeah, we can't hear you, Matt.
Yeah, no, Plains was super happy about this.
I haven't gotten to see you yet, so yeah, I'm excited.
How are you guys?
Hello, Mello.
Hi, Mello. How are you?
Hi, everyone.
We might need to crank up a couple of bits
you
of noises
guys are gonna
here.
have to do the audio mix thing. Hey, Nettie. Hey, wife.
Okay, so you guys tell us about yourselves and what kind of art you do.
I was gonna go first. You guys have to tell.
I was gonna say whoever wants to chime in first. I'd like to see who steps up, but no. based on the particular order that I see, let's actually start with you, Fluffy.
Okay. Wait. So what was the question?
Tell us about yourself and what kind of art
Tell us
you
about
do.
you and your art style and everything.
Okay. All right. Cool. Hi. I'm Fluffy. My real name is Laura. I go by Fluffy. My art. I'm a digital artist, and I would say traditional artist because I do a lot of sketching, and I'm also a graphic designer. And those are the mediums I work with. In terms of my art, oh my god, I do a little bit of everything. So I do logo design, I do emotes, I do branding, I graphic design like labels, corporate stationery design. Then I do portraits, I do vector art, I do activism art, conscious art, and yeah, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, to not spend an hour talking about myself. Yeah.
Do you have like an art station or like a website where I can show your art?
Yeah, do you want me to put it in the chat?
Yeah.
Or
Please and thank you.
okay, cool. So I have a website because I'm cool. And hold on. I have an Instagram. Don't have a lot on it, but it's something.
Something's better than nothing.
Right? Okay, let me put the website. This is my IG.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is just like a general like link with like stuff that I've created that is not uploaded anywhere because it's not really finished yet. So yeah. Fluffy rules the world. I don't.
I know.
I'm like reading the chat, sorry.
It's loading.
There we go. Excellent.
Okay.
So we'll start out with scrolling through a little bit of Fluffy's art here.
Yeah. So all of these are things you. Oh yeah, you do photography as well.
Yeah, I do photography too. Not so much lately. Well, I guess because of COVID, but I do photography, portrait shots, fashion shots, photo documentary, street photography. Yeah,
These are
do a little bit of
beautiful.
everything.
Nice. Yeah. A lot of your stuff is so gorgeous. And then I'll see. I'll click on this too.
For Liz.
Yeah, trying to work with the extra space on screen and everything is a little tough, but
this one's so cool.
I do vector art for my portraits.
And Matt and Mella, can you also post your links too, please?
Oh.
Anything with your art on it. If it's just Instagram or whatever, that's fine.
That's totally fine.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
Wifey, make
Actually, Liz, I'm going to be sharing the drive because for you to like put on screen because my Instagram is extremely messy. So I am sorry.
Okay. Is it a link that you can send?
Yeah, it's in the Positivity podcast channel in Discord.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Liz, you probably move the browser window to the left, to the left, to the left, so that your pretty face is not covering.
Yeah, don't worry about covering me up. Feel free to move it over
like,
top of me.
Move it down. No, don't cover Flame.
Oh no! You like for the purposes of showing off art, that's totally fine. That's totally fine. Everybody's been staring at me for long enough. They know what I look like.
We can't get enough.
It's the hair though.
I know, and I ruined it by getting it cut. So.
Cut it. I know. I didn't recognize it.
It's all right. It'll grow back. Don't worry, guys.
Okay, cool. Okay, and then Matt, go ahead and tell us about yourself too, please.
Okay. Hi everyone. Shout out real quick to all my homies in the chat real quick. My name is Matt. I'm a graphic designer, illustrator, on the East Coast in Detroit right now, and I make pretty sweet art, I guess you can say.
I would agree with that.
The short and sweet. That's the short and sweet of it.
All right, welcome. We'll get also Mello. Feel free to introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about your art too.
Hi everyone. Thank you for having me. I am Mello. I go by Mello Marshmallow everywhere. And I do mostly digital art, traditional art, and yeah, that's it.
All right.
I'll get your drive pulled up here.
And then you've got some of, unless I'm a little bit behind here, some of Matt's art there, which you can see on his IG is also very awesome. We've had so many cool artists in here today. It's been wild.
For doing this, guys. I know everybody's been saying the same thing, but like really, I think this is a great initiative for everybody involved. Like you guys, the art community. It's really cool. So thanks a lot for putting it together, really, and for having us.
Yeah, of course.
For real.
Happy to have
Thank you.
on here.
I agree.
Yeah.
Really dope.
You know, we want to make sure part of everything that we've been doing with this is just to kind of open up that exposure for various things that are just, you know, good to talk about from, you know, what we originally started with was just like mostly positivity topics, things to help people out. But then we realized that, you know, there's just so much more that we want to tap into as well, and that included things like, you know, there's so many of you wonderful artists here on Twitch that really deserve a lot of great attention. You know, micro shout out to Fluffy here for the fact that she's the one that's created half of my emotes. You know, and I know she's made other emotes here in chat as well. I
made the flan emote.
Yep, the flan emote's exactly what I'm referring to.
Yeah, she made this emote for me. So cute.
Yes. And I know both Matt and Mello work on some great art on stream as well, and honestly, just people need to see more of it because you guys deserve the exposure. That goes for CK Knight, Shantizi, Harista, you know, everybody that we've had on today. You worked hard and you've earned this, and we wanted to celebrate you guys.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, seriously, thank you.
Of course. Mello, am I able to put your the link in chat or?
Oh yes, of course. Okay. For the drive.
Yeah.
No, it's all on Instagram. It's just that my Instagram is extremely messy for reasons that I might talk about in the podcast today. So
sure.
I compile all like the best work so that you can show it, but it's all there on Instagram, so there's no need.
Okay. I'll go ahead and type your Instagram then in. Is it Mello Marshmallow?
Thank you. Mello the Marshmallow, yeah.
That's how they get you.
Lip typing is like ASMR.
Yes.
So, what are your guys' goals? Do you just do art as hobbies or side businesses, or do you want them? Do you want it to be your career eventually?
Do I go first again?
Sure.
I think so.
Okay. Oh my god. Honest answer, I don't know. I don't think, as weird as it sounds, that I want to depend 100% on my income to be my art. I'm not sure if it will take away the fun of it, if you get what I'm saying. I would be able to depend on graphic design for it, because graphic design for me is not as personal. But my personal art pieces, I don't know if I want them to be the main source of income, if that makes sense, you know? Because they're like a huge part of me. What I do have as a dream is to have my art in an exhibition in a gallery and under the category of conscious art and activist art. So the goal for that would be people looking at my stuff and be like, oh, that made me think. Today I'm going to recycle. I'm not going to be a racist idiot today. Or I'm going to go research that topic because I wasn't even aware of that issue going on in the world right now. So that's like a goal for my personal art. And in terms of career, I have so many different things I want to do, so I'm not sure yet. It would be cool to definitely make a living out of art, but I think I'm more gravitating towards being a content creator, and that including like video games and videos and dancing and not just art. So yeah, I guess that's the honest answer.
Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah.
What about you, Matt?
There's a lot to unpack just because I want to do everything. I'm kind of a jack of all trades when you really like come down to it.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the things I want to focus on is the animation industry and representation in the animation industry and also the comic book industry, because a lot of comics you see, either it's all Japanese, all Chinese, or then there's DC Marvel. I kind of want to modernize it and make, comics that look like us, like, minorities, if you would, like more diversity. And I'm kind of starting to get into that right now, but essentially I want to have my own business that can do animations, can do TV shows, can do comics, can do music, just the whole circle.
Yeah, that's awesome. What about you,
Well,
Flo?
Oh, my goals. Right now, I mostly just do want to become a full-time artist. But this is something that I don't really say outside of my friend group because I'm still working on it. But I also aspire to be an animator. And that's something that I'm still working on behind everything, like behind the scenes. But mostly just depend on my art for work, and also probably become a full-time Twitch artist. This has been a very recent one for me. So yeah.
Nice.
But it's rewarding enough of an experience that you want to pursue full time on Twitch.
What? Sorry?
It's been rewarding enough of an experience that's
Yes.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just wanted.
definitely. It's been an amazing thing that happened. So yeah, I just want to keep going.
Right on.
Yeah. Yeah, tell us about how
hell
long
yeah.
you guys have been streaming on Twitch and doing art. Fluffy, you've been doing it for a little while, right?
Yeah, so I did it. I took like years off, like 4 years. I didn't do anything. When I first started streaming, it was like just games and stuff, and then I got back to it, and it was okay. Big shout out to Z, because if it wasn't for Z, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't really be drawing this much. I wouldn't have pursued the things that I pursued, because he's literally like, stop caring about what other people think. You just gotta put yourself out there. He'd be waking me up in the morning like, go stream, no matter how I feel. So big shout out to you. Love you for that. Thank you so much. And yeah, so I came back to Twitch, and I was like, well, I guess it's a good platform to get viewers, to connect with people, and to really show what I'm doing. So yeah, started doing art. I realized I want to do so much more than just art. But yeah, it's been sorry, what was the question? What's the question, like how it has affected me as an artist, or impacted me, I should say?
Yeah. Well, originally I was just asking like how long you guys have been streaming art, but yeah, I was gonna get to like how.
Sorry. Okay, yeah, my bad.
Oh, you good?
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Literally
Don't
just
apologize
been
for explaining more.
no, I've just been doing art on and off since Corona, really, since March. But I haven't been as consistent as I wanted to. But yeah, it's only been a couple of months of doing art here and there. So yeah.
Nice. And Mello and Matt, you guys are pretty recent to it also, right? Like how long has it been for you guys now?
Matt, you go.
I was gonna let you go, but
No, you.
No, you.
Why are you guys being so polite to each other?
I mean, because we kind of told them to.
You could be a little less polite.
Yeah, but no,
We all know each other. Go nuts.
Let's see. I've been like live on Twitch now since June. So what? That's like 2 months from now, or 2 months? Yeah.
What about you, Mello?
For me, it started like as how it impacted me. Yes.
Oh, how long have you been streaming?
Oh, how long have I been streaming? I've been how long have I been streaming? I've been streaming since more or less March, I believe, or April. I did that before, but like very seriously, like a lot more seriously. I started in April, I believe, and also by the way, thanks to Z. Um, so yes, I think that's how long.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so how has now I could guess to the question you guys wanted to answer. Yeah, how has Twitch affected your art for all of you guys? And the community too, like
Wait, sorry.
Oh, and also just the Twitch community in general too, like does
Okay.
it motivate you to do more art? Like do you find yourself doing art more often? Being more excited to do it?
I never really saw myself being an emote artist, and I didn't even think I was gonna reach affiliate. And I remember when I reached it, I told Z, I was like, I don't think anybody's gonna sub to me and stuff like that. So what it really has showed me is like, it's like people, you are your own like worst critic. I look at myself all the time and I'm like trash, trash. Then somebody will pop in, a random person, and be like, I really love what you do, and they'll type a whole paragraph, and they didn't have to do that. They didn't have to come in my chat and spend energy and time on me, and people consistently doing that. And it's like, wow, it makes me believe in myself a lot more. And even though I'm critical, I'm like, okay, I'll put it up. And and then people also like, oh, I enjoy what you're doing. So you kind of like entertaining people, making somebody's day maybe because you're drawing something cool, and coming up with cool emotes that people really appreciate. It's like, wow. So it had a huge impact on me. Like, I don't think it changed my art, like the way I actually draw or what I design and stuff like that. But me personally, I was like, oh my God, like this is really nice.
Yeah.
And in terms of so like I got more confidence to do things. And one of my biggest fears has always been like drawing in front of other people. I feel like I just draw 10 times worse when people are watching. So to kind of come out of that comfort zone was really good. And then in terms of the community, I mean, you guys are amazing. I consider you guys my friends. I didn't know you guys, like a couple of months ago. And now it's like, oh, let's see what Plains is doing. What's this doing? Like, I talk to Mello every day, And so it's being part of something bigger that's not just about you. I feel like it's so comforting. Like, you're not alone. It's not just about you, and you have people you can hang out with. And especially during Corona, it's been amazing because I was looking for jobs, and then Corona hit and I couldn't find a job, and I was doing really bad. And then I bumped into you guys, little by little. Huge shout out to Nettie, by the way, because if it wasn't for Nettie and Kat, I wouldn't know any of you guys. So yeah.
Yeah, and Fluffy is actually the queen of this Discord server that is just absolutely awesome. Like, they do art challenges. They encourage everyone to post all their art. Like, it's just so encouraging. It's a great community to be a part of, and it's definitely inspired me to like start drawing and do art. So, yeah.
Thank you, Liz.
She's
Thank you so
definitely
much.
got people together.
Yeah.
What about you, Matt? How's being an artist on Twitch going for you?
I would say unsurprisingly well, considering that I never thought I would ever be a Twitch streamer, because I don't know why, but I always wanted to do stuff, whether it was on YouTube or just on some other platform, like have drawings moving or something like that, or just like live draw. But I never like considered Twitch as an option until my friends started, streaming, and they're like, "Oh, you should stream your art. It would be so cool." And like 3 years later, I decided to actually, take up their advice and do it. And now it's just an amazing ride so far. I never thought I would be in this position right now. I never thought I would be on a podcast with an amazing panel of artists. I never even knew like a community was gonna I didn't know a community can be this close knit together yet so far apart, especially with Corona and with everything. So yeah, I guess like it's just surprising.
Sure.
it was just like a week or two ago that Matt was like, "Oh, I'm not a streamer." And I'm like, "Well, what are you doing? You're streaming." And like,
if you are.
if you go to his stream now he has a webcam, and his like whole like layout is just so nice. Like, and he thinks he's not a streamer.
I also want to shout out, you and Keezus real quick, because you guys are the main ones that push so hard for the webcam. I was content on not having one, so really, thank you.
Oh, of course.
It's great to finally see you.
How about you, Mello?
How it has been for me. It's been amazing. Very surprisingly for me, I never really expected to do it. Not seriously, at least. I started streaming my a class that I had for 3D. And then Z popped in the chat one day, and we became friends, and that's how he pushed me to do that more. And yeah, that like it's been amazing because I don't really know how to explain. Like, I feel very humbled and very happy to have everyone come in the chat and talk to me, and like that's a way that I keep myself accountable for how much I do art, how good I do it. I started learning new things because it motivated me so much to be on there. And a lot of people just came in and started meeting everyone, and my friends in real life, they come, like they see me and they hear me talk about Twitch, and they're like, that's amazing, you seem like so energized. And I'm like, I am. Like, they are very they're very surprised to see how long I can go on streaming, and I'm like, I just feel very very energized to see everyone, and to hang out and do art and have them actually like my art. That's how I started doing commissions as well. So it has changed a whole lot for me, and I'm very 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 grateful to everyone and for you guys having me here. And yeah.
We're glad to have you here.
Yes, we are.
I never met a marshmallow, so that's pretty cool.
Right?
Never.
There's always a first time.
Yeah, Mello, your streams are awesome. They're just chilling, and you've been growing really well.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So, what would you guys say your inspirations are?
Okay, in terms of artists, I'm inspired by Salvador Dali, Miro, Picasso. There's an artist on Instagram called Bloom82. I like surrealism a lot. I'm not a big fan of like photorealistic stuff. Sorry, Z. And in terms of but he's amazing. He's no. But in terms of like life, I guess like what inspires me is really the dark, sad stuff. Don't know if it has anything to do with like my childhood or whatever. I didn't really have the best childhood. So maybe I'm kind of like, using that as an outlet. But I want to make an impact. Like, I want to make a difference with whatever I do, or at least I try to. So what inspires me is literally like socioeconomical problems, racism, all kinds of things that are going on in our society that we need to stay on top of and keep fighting and fighting. I think that's what really motivates me the most when it comes to personal stuff. But then it could literally be anything, like, oh, that looks cool, like, can I turn that into a character, stuff like that. But yeah.
Okay. And then Matt, I think you had kind of mentioned a little bit ago that it's a little bit more the animation side for you, or?
Yeah, a lot, or more so in just like Japanese culture as a whole. I take a lot of my artwork and inspiration from Japanese animation and manga, especially the works of Masashi Kishimoto, the creator of Naruto, Takeshi Abata, the creators of Death Note and Bakuman. That's probably my top favorite like artist. And then a lot of just inspiration from Tyler the Creator, mostly because it's a little redundant to say that because he's all about, you know, doing things yourself and being your own biggest inspiration. Yet he somehow found like escaped that and, you know, made himself this art icon, and I think that's commendable in that regard. So it's been a lot of those references or those artists right there that kind of, you know, circulate in my work, especially with Tyler's last project, Igor, where he took on a whole nother persona of himself. And it's a side that he touched on, but we never actually saw. And to see that process come to life on stage, then in fashion, and then in magazines, and it's just like your idea never stops really. Like once an idea has feet, it just goes forever. And I think that's just, you know, it's amazing to me. It's my biggest inspiration.
Oh, that's awesome.
All right. Love that. I love the examples.
Yeah. How about you, Mello?
For me, it's definitely one of the bigger artists that I like is I'm gonna butcher his name. I'm sorry. Rene Magritte, I think, is his name. He was a surrealist artist, I think, and mainly also a lot of artists around me that I see either on Instagram, on Twitch, on just here where I live. Um, yeah, and one very, very big source of like, I guess more motivation, but also very much inspiration is stuff like, I'm gonna say it, Haikyuu. That's an anime. And other shows like cartoons, more like Western cartoons too, like Adventure Time, Steven Universe, a lot of other Cartoon Network and Disney Channel shows like Gravity Falls, stuff like that. A lot of that goes on into, I guess, what I love and also what inspires me to create more.
Yeah, and that kind of ties to another question I was going to ask, like how art positively like affected your life. And Mello, do you want to share like what kind of impact like Haikyuu was for you?
Yeah. I'm so sorry. I feel like some people have already heard this story a lot. But how Haikyuu for me has like the effect that Haikyuu has had on my life is immense. It's like a lot of people say like it's just a show or it's an anime or whatever, but for me, when I first heard of it, I never thought I would get into it, and then I did, and it drove me to meet new people, actually go meet them in real life. I flew out to London for Comic Con to meet them, made good friends. One of them is Nezu. And then after that, yeah. And then after that, it impacted me. I was in a very kind of low point in my life where I thought I would give up on art and just like, try to live without it, I guess, without making it a career. And after seeing the show, it always kind of, still today, I've seen it countless times. It still inspires me and motivates me to keep going, even when I feel like my art is not good enough or stuff like that. And yeah, and so that's how I also flew out to another country to go and study in university and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like a very big impact. I think that's also how I started like the challenge that I'm doing, that is like one drawing a day for an entire year. um yeah, it has had a huge impact on me. I love it very much.
Is it the passion that you have for the show, or is it like the passion that the main characters have? That like
Both.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely both. For me, it's like seeing people. I love any show, any movie that shows you inspire, like people just reaching for their dreams and making them come true. One of those like is Haikyuu. So a lot of the characters there, all of them have big dreams, big like goals in life, and even though they do have difficulties, they strive to do their best, and that's kind of like the thing that uh, catches me. I love those kinds of things. I forget the name. I'm so sorry, but there was a movie about like the three women of NASA in the 60s, I believe, um, that that like were a huge impact on NASA and like on all the discovery and stuff like that. That's also one that is very much ingrained in my mind because of that.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Z had a question for Mello and Matt. What is about Japanese culture and anime that you inspired so much? I mean, you kind of covered that a little bit, Mello, but if you have anything more to add.
For me, I guess a lot of the stories that they tell, I feel like Japan has a way of telling stories and also using color that are very very good, very like amazing. They kind of have that that magic, so to speak. So that's something that, like for example, Studio Ghibli is one of those that is very big on like their art, and also one of the things that inspire me. And they're like the way that they tell a story, to me is amazing, and I've always been drawn to that. Since I want to do animation, I've always kind of tried to see in my head like how would I tell a story, how would I make it into animation. So yeah, that since I was like I think 5 years old, that was my first thing that when I saw, for example, Sailor Moon was my first ever anime. I saw it and I was like, oh, that's what I want to do. So that.
Studio Ghibli does some of the most epic work in my opinion. Some of their work is probably some of the most inspiring to myself. But yeah, they're a lot of what they've done for their animation, for all of their movies. It's just, yeah, in my mind, it's gold.
Yeah.
Liberator said that all of you guys inspire him and help him get better. Love you guys in this community.
You inspire us. Thank you so much.
Yes, we love
Seriously.
you.
Thank you, Liberator.
Love you, Lib.
When are you gonna get back on stream, man? I haven't seen you in a bit.
Right? Yeah, so busy.
Yeah, I'm sure he is.
Matt, do you want to answer that question that Z asked as well?
A lot of it was what Mello said is actually the same reasons why I like respect and admire Japanese culture as a whole. About, you know, they just tell stories that you don't really see, especially, you know, in America. And it's funny because Studio Ghibli actually is inspired off of Disney artwork, but they don't like to be rounded in with Disney. But just
I can understand that.
Yeah, just like their stories are so they're realistic and also fantasy at the same time, and it's just the perfect the perfect amount of substance that you get from a story, where I think everywhere else it's just kind of, it's not really plot heavy. It's kind of, oh, this looks cool, so let's do it. But in Japanese, you know, storytelling, it's a lot of plot and a lot of emotions.
Okay. All right. And I can definitely see how that comes from things like Death Note. Some of the stories in that, as well as the way that they depict it through their art style, is it's definitely impactful.
Right, yeah. As impactful to say the least, but also kind of heart-wrenching when you like look at a story at its core. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is an American you made cartoon, was inspired off of a lot of Korean and Japanese animation with the storytelling, and you can see that clearly because no other cartoon, American made cartoon, can match the production that Avatar was at when it was running.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Z said something about how he comes up with awesome questions. I do want to give him a shout out that he helped me with a lot of my questions. for the podcast. So thank you. Let's see. So how do you guys deal with discouragement with art because of overthinking, doubting yourself, comparing yourself to other people?
Everybody's gonna hate me for this. I talked to Z. No, but it's it's part of the truth. And I just have to give it so much credit because I literally be like, "Hey, I feel like shit. I feel like quitting," and he just writes me this awesome paragraph. I'm like, "This is why you shouldn't," you know. Mainly, I feel like, okay, honest to God, the way I deal with it is accepting that it's a part of like being an artist. To me, not everybody, and so kind of like let yourself feel the things you feel. Okay, right now I don't feel like drawing. Right now I don't know what the fuck to do. Right now I'm trying to do something, and yesterday looked amazing, today's crap. And kind of just let yourself vibe out in that shitty mood or whatever. Because if you don't and you push yourself and you push it, okay, if I push myself and try to keep going and going, I'll make myself feel 10 times worse. So I try to just like, okay, this is just part of who I am. This is part of what happens. Like, how can I work with this instead of making it worse for me, but also not to be like 100% in denial, like, oh, this is not supposed to happen at all. I'm perfect. Like, what the frick? Like, I just try to like, honestly, just like let it play out for as long as it's there. Yeah, I doubt myself probably every day, but it's just about like working through it really, like still trying to do something while you're feeling like that and as much as when you're not feeling like that. Because if I don't do that, it just consumes me. And like I said earlier, like I wouldn't be here. So try to compete with myself more than others. Yeah, be inspired, but try to always be like everybody's different. We have different art styles. Somebody's good at this. I'm not good at that, but I'm good at something else. So yeah.
Do you guys like ever have like this thing where you just kind of stare at like something that you've made and like you hate it the longer you stare at it? Because I feel like that's with anything. Like photos I take of myself, like photos I take in general, just
I do it all the time.
Anything I draw, it's like the longer I look at it, like the worse it gets.
Yeah, I went to school for graphic design, so I went to college for it, and I had a professor who was like the toughest professor I ever had in my life. And he always said, like, you need to step away. Don't stare at it for too long. You can get a second opinion or whatever. Because that happens to me too. I look at something and I'm like, or like when I'm drawing, this is funny. I draw on my sketch pad, I'm a hunch over drawing. And then I pick it up and I'm looking at it like this. I'm like, this sucks. But when I put it down, it looks completely different. I'm like, oh my God, like, what the frick? So,
Perspective.
yeah, exactly. So I'm just like, oh, but yeah, it definitely happens a lot. But I try to just like step away from it, and you know, if I still hate it, I'll just start over. Yeah.
How about you, Matt? How do you deal with like that kind of discouragement?
I also accept it to a degree. Like a lot of the time when I draw, and especially recently when I'm doing artwork, if the lines are off because of traditional artwork or you spill ink on your page when you're working traditionally, you probably should step away or else you're going to rip up, your drawing or delete it. So I kind of deal with that by getting outside, going for a skate, a bike ride. I really like to skate, and I also like to play a lot of sports too. So things that's like outdoor activities and just kind of getting away from the desk or away from the studio really helps a lot. But I can't always say that I do that because it's a lot of complaining. I will have you know that my friends will hear me complain like 20 times about a piece I'm working on before I actually shut up and figure it out. So better off just stepping away from it entirely. Just go outside, get some fresh air, sit up, drink some water, and then come back with fresh eyes and focus in on it. And that usually gets me through artist block and also around procrastination as well.
Okay.
Good to know. And you, Mello?
For me, it's a few things like talking mainly to my loved ones, like friends, my girlfriend, my dad, um, people who support me but can also like tell me the truth about like a drawing. I would a lot of the time when I'm hating my drawing or there's something off, sometimes I can't see what is off if I unless I like either step away like Matt said, or if I just send it to, for example, my girlfriend and some of my best friends, and I'm like, what is wrong with this? So that's why I always keep asking for feedback, because I know that like yeah, that's, I think that's a way for me to also improve, and to not get so frustrated. I try to keep in mind, like, a lot of the times I catch myself just like comparing myself to other artists. It happened in this podcast. I started like before we went on. I was like, "Oh my god, these are all amazing people. I don't know if I can do this," like stuff like that. But at the same time, I remind myself a lot. Like, we don't have the same styles. We don't have the same things. Everyone has something different to contribute. I'm also like, everyone has their own journey. So maybe someone has been doing art for 20 years, other people have been doing art for 2 years, and that's something that also is, affects how you do art. Um, so things like that, reminding myself that, it's okay and I'm still good. It doesn't mean that I'm bad, but so I can always improve. Um, yeah, that's some of the things that really help me, like stepping away, talking to people, and reminding myself like, this is not like all you can do. You can do better. So try again.
Yeah. Yeah, and so what we said is kind of like with the whole Twitch burnout thing too. It's like, can't really compare yourself to others. Like, everyone kind of just brings their own thing to their streams. So
yeah.
What
people like different things too, so
yeah,
you bring
exactly.
a different crowd depending on what you're doing. Yeah.
What advice do you guys have for people who want to work in art and or go to school for art, but like their parents want otherwise?
This is gonna sound so controversial. I'm not against education or going to school at all, but when it comes to art, you don't always have to go to school for art. And so yeah, so obviously, okay, I went to school for art because I don't have the discipline. I don't have the discipline to teach myself a lot of things that I could have learned over YouTube, and I could have downloaded tutorials and stuff like that. I knew what I had to do because I got to a point where I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna get into art the way I want unless somebody is barking at me, giving me these deadlines and whatever. Some people are super disciplined. Some people have great careers. They never went to school. So it's kind of like, get to know who you are. So sometimes when your parents don't want you to go to school, they're just not allowing you, they're not helping you pay for tuition or whatever. I know a lot of people found comfort in the fact that they can learn on their own. So I want to put that out there for people who are actually struggling with that right now. I have a bunch of friends and a lot of people like, I want to go to school, I want to go to college, I want to go to Cali, I want to do this. And the parents are like, or they're like, no, unless you want to be a doctor, we're not helping you. There are a lot of resources online. You can learn a lot on your own. The fact is, a lot of jobs, sorry, this turned into like job coaching, but a lot of jobs, they don't really care about your degree. They look at your portfolio. You need original content. You need a personality. You need to be a problem solver. So find exactly what it is that you want to do, what type of art you want to go for. Is the degree super required? Talk to people in the industry. There are a bunch of people that are out there that are going to help you. They've been 10 years in gaming industry, animation, whatever, and they'll tell you. But if you do for whatever reason, you still want to go to school, right? Because you love the school, you want the college experience and all this shit, and your parents are against it or whatever. Okay, it's kind of hard to say. Like, it really depends on your living situation, but I would say like still do it. In the end of the day, you can't live your parents' lives.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
when your parents, I don't know if your parents did what they wanted to do, cool. If they didn't, still, you shouldn't suffer because they weren't able to do what they wanted to do. And in the end of the day, this is gonna sound super harsh, but I like being real. When your parents are not there anymore for whatever reason, physically, or you're just not talking to them or whatever, you're the one with a career that you didn't want to do. Now what? Just to please them. You know what I'm saying? That's not fair to you.
Yeah.
So find a way to do it. I would say like go as hard as you can, go to that school, do the things that you want to do. Because in the end of the day, you will suffer way more than your parents will seeing you do whatever. Like, oh, she went to art school. Like show them they're wrong and do what you want to do. Try to find a way.
Yeah,
well said.
That's great advice.
Very well.
Do you have anything to add on to that, Matt?
Not really. She said everything so perfectly, so I feel like I would butcher, what she just
No,
said.
no, no, no.
No, if anything, you might just repeat some of the things, right? But
Yeah, you can repeat it. Like, yeah.
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 Yeah, I just, agree if, you find any way possible to, get what you want to do. If you want to be a designer, if you want to be an illustrator, an artist, you then find a way to do it. If you like sketching and your parents tell you don't sketch anyways. Get those ideas out of your head, get them on paper, get them on paint, do chalk. Just get it out, because without the arts, we are literally nothing but robots.
Yeah, please don't let technology take over the world. Art needs to survive.
It needs to.
Yeah, I like that. Mello, do you have anything to add?
I mainly very much agree with Matt and Fluffy. What Fluffy said is extremely true. I've been very, very blessed to have parents who always supported what I wanted to do. So, for example, my dad especially, he is always like a very big source of like motivation. He was the one that said like, I don't care what you study, just go and study, do something. And when he heard that I wanted to do animation, he was the first to be like, "Oh, okay, how do we do this? Like, let's make a plan." So,
How do we make it happen? Yeah.
exactly. So even when I was like, "No, I don't know," he was there he's always there to support me. So that's amazing. But at the same time, I've seen a lot of artists that did not have the same luck that I had. And so to them, I would say be ready to have some very difficult conversations. At the end of the day, like Fluffy said, you cannot live another person's life, and when you're by yourself, like you don't want to regret your entire life, like the all the time that you spent doing something that somebody else wanted you to. So either try to make them see what you see and how you feel about it, and come up with a plan maybe to tell them, okay, this is how it's going to go, and this is like the industry and how it works and stuff like that. Because a lot of people, it's not that they don't want to, like, a lot of parents are like, I don't think that you can make money from this, and so they get scared because they want the best for you. So you can let them know that there is very much a way to make money in the industry no matter what you do. And so yeah, that's something that, have that conversation, and also surround yourself with people who support you. Your parents, your family, if they do not, find friends, find artists, find other people who believe in you and who are willing to push you forward, because that's something that um, is very much important when you're studying by yourself, and even when you're studying in a university. Like, I cannot tell you the amount of times that I felt discouraged, and my friends were there for me to like push me and be like, no, let's continue, like continue on, you can still get this, and succeed. And so um, yeah, be ready to have the conversations, get yourself friends who are there to support you, um, and yeah, possibly also talk to other artists. When I was in university, I considered dropping out, and one of the people that very much I don't want to be anti uni as well, because I love university, but um, he's an animator that's been in the industry for 35 years, no degree, no nothing. He has done amazing projects like the Looney Tunes, Simpsons, a lot of other things. So it's not like, it's someone that is there inside the industry working, and he's like, you don't have to have a degree, just study from books, study from the internet, you'll succeed. So yeah, those things, I
Yeah.
think.
There's also, sorry, I just want to add one thing to that, because there's a downside to some portfolios that come out of college. They're all, in a sense, identical. And it's not the student's fault. It's because they're all doing the same project. They're all working on the same thing. So I found myself having to redo a lot of my stuff coming out of college, because I'm like, yo, this looks exactly like everybody else's. And people looking at your portfolio, they're only going to look for a couple of minutes and be like, nah, seen this. And they're going to say next. It's really tough out there. So there is, there are pros and cons. I would say, like, all the knowledge that you can absorb from uni, take it, use your professors in a good way, obviously, but, like, apply personality to your stuff. And last thing with parents, Melo said it so right. A lot of parents are just scared of you not making it. I'm a minority. I grew up with minorities, all my friends minorities. All their parents were like, please be a lawyer and make money. That's all they wanted for their kids because, they're afraid. We were struggling. All of us were struggling. Our families were struggling. A good advice is to literally go and look up the salaries for art directors, animators, and, pick, I don't know, a person, a name who worked on Disney, who worked on blah, 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 and be like, this is what they made in a year. This is what they made. And this is what I'm going to do too. Like, it's not some, like, crazy fantasy out there. Art is everywhere. Who you think designed this? Who you think designed that? It was somebody, and they get paid for it. So that's a good tip to just show them. Like in their face.
Absolutely. It's always good to remember, like, just as a general blanket statement, like, always be learning. Everything that you do for yourself to learn more, to keep learning every day, is going to be the things that are going to help you excel and succeed at what you're trying to do. So, like, for example, just real quick with streaming, it was mentioned earlier that this is also a creative content outlet. This is a place where, the more you learn about it, the more you do with it, the more that you take the time to fine tune and build on your stuff, the better off you're going to be in the long run, because people are going to notice the amount of effort that you're putting into it. And so, yeah, always continue to learn and grow with what you're doing, and avoid being part of the general mold of, the same thing that's going on around you all the time. Try to be different.
Exactly, yeah. And always do your own works. Like Fluffy said it best, but we need to do more passion projects in our life. Things that make you happy, that you're aiming for something, for, a career. If you want to, be an animator, make your own animated short. If you want to have a comic, make your own comic, and then, make that, highlight that, make it the best thing in your portfolio.
For sure.
Do you guys have any other advice for anyone starting out with art?
Oh my God.
That was actually really well encompassing. So if you do have anything else, I'd be a little surprised even.
Practice. Find something you like. Honestly, one thing that I wish somebody would have taught me when I started out, I didn't really have anybody who did art around me when I started drawing, when I was like younger or whatever. Nobody really taught me, like, find your own style. Come up with like your own stuff more than anything. And then when you have an idea, then you need to learn anatomy, you need to learn how to draw hands, angles, perspective, and all that stuff. I started off kind of very technical, and I noticed that my stuff was looking a lot like my reference pictures in terms of like artists. So I was like, I could draw something, but it looked just like Dragon Ball Z, or I drew something and it looked just like whatever comic book I was reading. And I'm like, oh wait, this is not. If somebody sees it, they're gonna be like, oh, is this from blah blah blah? They're not gonna be like, that's a Fluffy piece that has Fluffy written all over it. And I wish that somebody would have taught me that, because I did it the wrong way. But yeah, so like really work on like developing, as my personal tip, like your own style, so that you can grow in your own style or whatever. And then obviously doing photorealistic stuff and all that stuff, that's amazing, and I don't do that, so big shout out to anybody else who can do that. But that's a tip I have. Develop your own style.
Real quick, Keys is saying some dumb stuff in chat right now. Everybody in here right now, go yell at him. Go yell at him for being a downer about his art.
Like, seriously, I'm gonna slap you across the stream. Like, this guy is always like, no, don't.
And then he pops out cool content.
Yeah, exactly. I remember he was like, I'm not an artist. And I was like, oh, who made your emotes? He was like, me. I'm like, what?
Boom.
Like, what's wrong with you?
Vibe checks, bro. Those are art in themselves.
Yes.
For real.
Jesus.
For real.
Your vibe checks are undefeated. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I definitely agree with them.
That was good. Thank you guys. I appreciate you doing that. I'm gonna time all of you out. Let's go, Nettie. Power flex.
Fluffy slapped.
Nice.
This is bullying? I don't think so. We're trying to encourage you to keep being the best you can be. So if that's bullying,
Yeah.
then maybe there's a new type of bullying that needs to take a trend. Bully people to be
For
better
real.
about themselves.
Yeah. Honestly.
Well, I think that about wraps that up. Socials that you guys want to get out there and stuff. Like I know, Fluffy, you're mostly on Instagram. Where else?
Yeah, just Instagram and my website, pretty much.
And Twitch, of course.
Yeah.
Matt?
Instagram.com/chaotic_arts is where I'm active the most right now. That's my design brand and illustration brand, as well as Twitch. So yeah, follow me.
Dig. Mello?
For me, it's Mellow Marshmallow on Twitch, Mellow the Marshmallow on Instagram, and Mellow Marshmallow 7 on Twitter. That's about it.
And do you guys take commissions? Do you do emotes, panels, anything?
I do everything Twitch graphics related, emotes, panels, whatever, overlays. I don't do animated overlays, but 2D stuff. And I do logo design and branding design. I take commissions for all that.
You guys can throw your emotes in chat as well, so that way everyone can see what they look like.
Sorry, I'm looking down at my phone.
Kisa said I had 7 Twitters, dude. It's like 2.
I'm gonna just do a big old copy pasta here, y'all.
Here are all the emotes I've made so far.
All that right there, y'all. That's Fluffy's work on my emotes. I could have posted hers too, but
It's okay. I posted.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, so these are
the newest trend.
These are the ones Mello's done. Plains, the ones I posted, and Plains and Fluffy. Those are all hers. And Mello, or Matt.
No.
Yes, I have 2. I have 2, and only 2.
Nice.
That's okay.
There will not be any more.
What? Why not?
I don't know.
Saying something like that.
What?
Hey, the
other
next
people are
one
gonna
is
make it for you.
Hey, the other one is a sing emote. So if we get to 100, maybe we'll get it. Who knows?
100 followers on Twitch?
Yup.
Yeah, easy.
You mean when?
We'll keep people on edge for now.
Okay, cool. Do you guys have anything else that you want to share about yourselves?
Fluffy, Matt?
No, not really. I want to say thanks to Plains, thanks to Liz, thanks for putting this together once again. Make sure that everybody follows Plains, and everybody in here probably already following Liz.
Everybody,
make sure you follow Plains.
Follow these people. Whichever direction I should be pointing right now, just follow them.
Yeah, like.
Don't y'all worry about me.
So keep doing this, guys. This is amazing. We all appreciate it so much. This is because like Twitch and art goes hand in hand. So like even if you're not streaming art, you need art. So and we need everybody else. So yeah.
Yeah, I love being a part of this art community. Even though like, on Twitch I was just streaming games and stuff. Like I ended up in this crazy art community, and it's been a lot of fun.
I do want to shout out one person in particular that kind of brought me, Fluffy, Mellow, Plains, and Liz all together, and that's Z. As much as it's not a Z podcast, I do want to shout him out, because if he didn't pop into Burnt Taco stream and Zakizi's stream begging us to come over to check out Laura's stream, then none of this would be happening. I mean, Liz and Mellow and Fluffy all would have probably still been here, but more than likely, I would not be in this amazing community. So for real, shout out to Z.
Is he still
here? Shout out to Z. I don't know.
Did somebody use my real name?
What?
I don't care. I'm like, all of a sudden
in
they're trying to
chat,
talk about my name right
did.
now. Oh, did you, Parchukio?
Yeah.
Okay, was it you? All right. I was so confused.
I don't think he's here anymore, but if he is,
no, there he is.
definitely. Is
Wait.
he?
Oh, never mind. I just see people mentioning him.
But yeah, no, definitely a shout out to him because yeah, he did get me closer to you guys too.
Definitely.
And I'll certainly say, like, as just kind of like a final piece from myself here, is that you guys actually have all rekindled my inspiration to be return to the artistic front, because for the most part, like, I mean, I tapped into it in other ways, like writing and well, primarily writing. But you guys kind of rekindled my interest in sketching again, and I even decided that I wanted to get back into digital art a little bit more, and so I've been looking at getting more involved with like pixel art and stuff. And honestly, it's because of all of you guys. You all have really just seeing the work that you do and seeing the way that you all feel about it, and just the stuff that you've been doing with it and everything has given me the motivation to try again at it. And so I'm looking forward to kind of getting back into it and putting it out there and just having fun. So thank you guys.
Yeah, same here.
Oh. Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah,
Can't
everything
wait.
that
And
I've been
Nettie's drawing
is...
too.
Wait, Nettie draws?
Oh yeah, her
Yeah,
her whole stream before she jumped over here, she was actually drawing in MS Paint.
She's drawing.
MS Paint underrated.
The people who can draw in MS Paint, like, y'all are gods, because I don't understand how you can do that with a mouse. It's wild to me. Nettie, you are impressive as hell. Like,
Nettie actually wanted to be a cartoonist, but yeah, she's been doing all these crazy MS like paint drawings just like with her mouse. So we're excited to see what she comes out with now that she's got a tablet.
Same goes for I am Kitoto in chat here. He has also done MS Paint drawings on stream, and he's probably gonna come in and be like, "No, they're trash, whatever." No, he actually pulls off some really excellent stuff too. And I mean, he at one point I just popped into his chat and he was said something. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna draw planes now," and then he just started drawing me, and I was like, "Okay," and it turned out to be really neat and it was fun. And so yeah, y'all are awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, so happy. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for being here.
Yeah.
Definitely appreciate
Thank you all for joining us.
It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Yes. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, of course. Please have a great Sunday.
Yep.
And you too.
No, you.
No, you.
Oh, God.
And we'll catch you guys next time.
All right.
Bye. Bye, chat.
Bye, everyone.
Bye,
everyone.
Thank you.
See everyone later.
Okay, all of the artists here in chat, if you guys do like art streams and stuff, can you also post your links in chat? Just want to support all the artists in here. And hi, Danny.
Please do.
And if you guys have not, don't forget to enter the giveaway by doing !enter.
Definitely.
Thank you,
and
thank you, Ren Taco. I don't think I see any links.
Not so far. Thank you, Nezuko. Hope I'm saying that correctly. Thank you, Z, for dropping yourself in there too.
Yes.
And as much as he tries to hide himself, just remember that this guy is an artist too. Oh, I overlapped Nettie and caused Z's shout out to not work. Womp womp.
Shout out to Nettie, who just started doing art on stream. Follow Malik at MXW Design. Why am I shutting you out? Because you're an artist too, okay?
It's true. And
any other artists in here? Did you say Kitoto does art on his stream?
He does occasionally do the MS Paint stuff. I don't know if that's like a regular thing, but yeah, we should. I'll throw that one
post
in
your
there too.
Instagrams too. Follow Jen. Don't shout me out.
Always shout you out.
Yes, follow all of these talented people. Okay, are you guys all done entering the giveaway?
I think we got everybody in here for the giveaway. Yeah.
Make sure don't forget you guys can enter more than once, so make sure you check to see if you could buy more tickets.
I noticed a few of them definitely have hit the point of where Stream Elements is yelling at them, being like, "There's too many tickets entered." So.
I'm hiding in the bathroom so I don't have to work.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute, huh?
On a shout out hunt. Nezuko, do you do art on stream?
We're gonna keep shouting Keith just to get him. Yeah, Fluffy, get in there with your ticket.
Yes, yes.
Or
all of you.
did you enter?
Anyone who is even on the podcast, make sure.
It's conflict of interest for me to enter, so I'm not gonna.
Is it? No, it's not.
I'm your co-host. I'm not gonna enter. That's not no.
You can still enter.
That's okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do I have to close the giveaway first?
Deadly Danger Girl, it is a giveaway for a $50 Amazon gift card. So if you hit ! Enter, it will put you in with a ticket, and what you will win, Kitoto, is what I just said. $50 Amazon gift card. Okay?
Nettie, we could definitely do that. I'm going to rage. Yes, you guys make sure you spend all your points. Buy all the tickets. What's the prize? It's a $50 Amazon gift card. Sponsored by my team, NEC.
Kitoto, if I have to tell you one more time.
Yes, $50. No, 50. 50. 50.
50.
Yeah, make sure you enter.
Don't make me say it like that again.
Okay, do I have to close the giveaway to pick a winner?
I believe so.
Okay. Take my... Oh, I mean, if you don't have an Amazon account, what... Do you live in the US? Because, I mean, you should still be able to use a gift card on Amazon even if you don't have an account. Or you could, like, make one for free. But, I mean, if there's any issue, you guys, like, don't have Amazon or something, then, like, I can give you something else. I can substitute it. Okay.
Fluffy is in. Do it one more time, Fluffy. Just make sure you've exhausted all the tickets you've got.
Yeah, make sure you like do it several times, just until it tells you that you can't enter anymore.
Yeah. Probably PayPal. Yeah, that definitely would work too.
Yeah. I could definitely substitute.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't save my chopped off hair, Kitoto. It went to. Well, my hair wasn't long enough to donate, so it went to the trash.
This doesn't apply anymore, but this is the command I made for plans.
Yeah. I knew y'all were gonna comment about it a little bit, so we made a command just to tell everybody, it's gonna grow back. Just chill.
Big Nutty is the winner. It doesn't work like that. It's random.
It is random. Oh, we were at 69 and now we're at 76. You can get up to
5 tickets, depending on how long you're here. My bunny hat.
Parchuchio, relax.
Where is my bunny hat? Hold on.
Sheesh.
Why? What did she do?
She's in all caps. I would have bought your hair. It's not weird. Don't worry about it.
Oh, duh, it's freaking on my chair.
It'll grow back. Relax.
It's gonna grow back. Did you read the?
It doesn't take long. I mean, look, it's already taller. Like if I go straight up, it's already taller. Okay. Man, maybe we still do need that command.
Okay, Rolly's still entering.
Jesus is already maxed out. We know that. Z's in. I got you, Nettie.
You can enter up to 5 times.
My hair? I hope you meant my hair. Yeah. So just keep doing the enter until it says that you have too many tickets, just like it just did, Rolly. At this point, you have submitted enough tickets for it.
Please, I just realized what you're talking about.
What?
Where you're like, I hope you meant my hair.
Yep. Just had to be perfectly clear on that. All right. Zombie Master's in.
Yay. Oscar, make sure you do it several times until it tells you you can't.
Although space it out by like 5 seconds just in case there's a cooldown on it.
Oh, yeah.
Just thought. I didn't realize you put the hat on.
Someone asked for it.
All right.
Okay, ready?
Wow, we really did get a lot of entries into this. Like, not bad. Oh, there's some more. Kitoto, we haven't closed it yet. Okay.
It's okay. No, it's not. It's not over yet. Okay.
It's not over yet. We weren't part of the giveaway, Parchukio. You can't have the both of us. I'm sorry.
Lance, are you sure you don't want to enter?
Yeah. No, it's all good. It's all good.
Matt, make sure you enter multiple times.
Drop that in there a couple more times and it'll get you in there. If it reaches the point of saying too many tickets, you have exceeded the count of tickets that you can submit, so you're good. You're good.
Yeah. Do exclamation mark enter until you can't anymore.
Why not? Why can't you have... I shouldn't have to explain that.
Okay, I'm gonna end it in 2 minutes, so...
Bet. I will say it. Were you going for 40 after? Because it just flipped to 59. Or 39.
Huh?
Were you going for 40 after? The time? Or were you just doing 2 minutes in general?
I was just doing 2.
Okay, cool. Imagine winning planes in a box with a bow all cute and shit. I die. Yeah, show up. It'll be a big box. I'm tall. I'm a tall guy. Uh-oh. Okay. Nezukio's fully in. What are you quitting, Keezus? Kitoto, I'm gonna glaze past that one. Actually, there's no harm in saying yes. It's just okay. Oh. Everybody just saw me in real close up with a hair in near my mouth. Fluffy, you've got all of the tickets in. You're good.
Yay.
1
more minute.
Okay. 1 more minute to enter, folks. 1 more minute to enter, and then this giveaway is closing. Parchuku, you just had that loaded?
Wow, Parchuku, I'm not on the list.
I think... Kitoto, what are you doing to me, man? Let's see. Don't... Damn it, Kiza, stop giving up. Give it a rest, past.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close it.
All right, it looks like we are closing at 89 tickets purchased.
Okay.
Woo! And the winner
Draw
is...
a winner. It's Mello!
Mello! Congratulations, Mello.
You're the winner!
Congratulations to Mello.
You won!
The marshmallow. Yeah, let's go.
Yay!
$50 Amazon gift card or whatever works in terms of you know, how it will work for you. Yeah, everybody should go follow Keezus. Like, that's just a given. Just saw that.
Follow Keezus, please.
But Mello, congratulations on winning. Am I gonna beat you to
it? Probably. Well, actually, I'll set it up for her. Oh, I already closed it.
Yeah, you did. Sorry, man. We just pulled the drawing and it was Mello.
Mello won.
Congratulations, Mello. Liz will reach out to you directly.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
well,
guys. Well, thank you so much for being here. It was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Oh, Nettie.
Thank you, everybody.
Who did you recommend that I raid?
Yeah, raid time.
Of course. It was awesome to have you guys. Thank you so much for being there. Update your stream elements? What do you mean? Oh, for me? Wait, what?
The www for what?
Have a great week, Krista. Thank you so much again. The 40-year-old painter? Okay.
I don't know what to do with my hands. Yes, 40-year-old painter. Great artist as well. Perfect segue. Everybody go check out the 40-year-old painter here as we raid in, because does some brilliant art as well. Fluffy actually introduced me to him, and seriously, some stellar art. I love all the highlighted messages.
Up there. I know. I see it, guys. I have their the stream up. I'm just making sure.
Oh, really? The shoutout commands aren't working? That's bizarre. That's weird, Keezus, because I clicked on the shoutout for yours and it took me right to your page. So, once again, thank you everybody who joined us today in chat as well as on the podcast here. It has been such a fun experience getting to talk to everybody from Harista to CK Knight, Art, Shantizi, Fluffy, Mellow Marshmallow, and Matt, aka Ha Loser. You know, dude, that name, I mean, it hurts every time I have to say it. Because you are not in any way, shape, or form a loser.
Wait, you guys, he's not there right now. I think he's like...
Oh, did he close out?
No, I mean, I think he's just like PR back. I don't see him on the cam.
Oh. You're right, he might have AFK'd for a minute.
Thank you for letting me know, Keezus. I'll check it out.
All of those artists that were here with us today, everybody, just thank you again. And let's see if we can get the raid figured out here.
Thank you for being here, Neskia. Should we raid someone else? Should we wait a little bit longer?
I don't think it'll hurt to wait just a couple more minutes.
I don't want to raid him without him being here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like I think you might pop back in beforehand. So. Let's see.
If we raid Mello, she's not streaming right now. Where is he at? If you can wait, that'd be awesome. He's amazing. Okay, we can wait like another minute or two. But yes, follow Mello. She's awesome.
Yes, please. Mello does some great content as well. Everybody, just enjoy some Liz keyboard ASMR. It's good stuff.
How are you guys today? The rest of your weekend gonna be?
Talk about my hair care routine. What are you talking about, Fluffy? I wash it with some shampoo. Oh, he has returned, Liz. I wash it with some shampoo. I dry it off, and then I throw just a teeny tiny bit of product in there, and boom.
He's returned.
There you go. Yeah, he's back. I show him on screen right now.
Let me reload my page.
He might be a couple of seconds behind is all.
Oh my gosh, okay, hold on. No, I freaking ad. Oh, but it's only like a 10-second ad.
Sorry, what up?
Okay, there he's back.
Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for being here. Let's go. Planes, are you there? Oh, looks like you froze.
Sorry, Liz and Nettie Dorco. If you guys are still here.
Thank you guys for being here.
Love you.
Love you guys. Have a great rest of your weekend. Bye.
I really should put a BRB when I step away.
Hold on, it only says 31 viewers. I don't know, just read bye.
So you kind of get the idea of kind of what's happening with the breath of the dragon. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Welcome everybody. Holy